All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting back into it right now. Our next matchup is going to be a fatal four-way between Corey Kurt, 13, Bagwell, and Pranav. Now, all four of these guys have issues with each other. So Corey's going to drop the headset and head out to the match. So we might have some other friends drop in on commentary with me. But yeah, they're moving, making sure the cages up are high enough so they don't get infected in the match. And we're going to throw down a fatal four-way. Pretty much for bragging rights among the three. First one down the ring, Mr. Bagwell, Eddie Bagwell, who's showing very much promise early on in his FSCW career, coming up from FTW, and been really busy storyline from the get-go as of most recently. But he's see if he can be able to deal with his possibly current or further tag partner, Mr. Pranav. But we'll see if those two can coexist or they truly hate each other and are just want to win. As Pranav comes down with his classic entrance of the spins. And Pranav is going to be I would say he's probably the dark horse in this match. Because we know what Corey's capable of, we know what 13's capable of, but the last times we've seen Pranav, before he was with Bagwell, he was able to shut down DJ 4X indefinitely many, many weeks ago. Some are still wondering if he'll be able to return after taking that concerto among other shots during that match between him and Bagwell. Corey's in the back getting ready. We got one more guy before Corey comes out, I believe. But this is going to be violent every which way you look at it. We have 13. Hi, Jose. 13's got a big chip on his shoulder. He was kind of upset at Corey because of him interfering in his affairs, but that's what Corey does. Our FSCW champion, that's what he does. So I'm not sure who's going to pop in here on commentary if they do, but hey. If they do, cool. If they don't, oh well. They'll just have to listen to me more often.
I don't think I wasn't going to show back up for Fat Boys match.
Welcome back. How do you like your skybox?
It's just 4 2x4s screwed together, dangling from the ceiling. I got to hook my balls up to a crane.
Well,
I built this motherfucker. You figure I'd have a nice little skybox.
Well, you would think, but
oh, there's Fat Flip Barrel Boy now.
You designed the specs, so that's on you. But we'll just rebuild it by the next time, and you'll have chainsaws hanging from it and some other things. As Corey Kerr makes his way down the ring. But this Fatal 4-Way is going to be violent. Regardless. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fatal 4-way just for bragging rights. And this also could foreshadow a possible championship. And 13 immediately goes after Bagwell with the DDT as Corey goes after Pranav. Standing switch on Pranav and throws Pranav into the corner. Big right hand. And Pranav hits clothesline. Eddie throws 13 there, but 13 is able to sidestep. And Pranav takes another elbow to the face. Bagwell belly-to-belly suplexes 13 as Corey's dropping body, leg, scissors, elbow drops. And 13 hits a beautiful shoulder block over there. Because the only thing that doesn't make sense in this match is Pranav. Because yes, he's worked with Ed a couple times, but the other three people really have issues among themselves.
These four guys really don't like each other at all. And
True.
Corey hitting that weird pullback foot to the foot.
Eat the feet. And hits a big headshot there. That can not well wake up Pranav if he hasn't woke up yet. Big elbow to the face as 13 goes behind and he counters into a headlock. Big knee bash on the right side.
Black with a Stalin suplex.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one time in New Japan Pro Wrestling, I used to call suplexes all the time. Then I had to wrestle Mitch weird fat ass.
Yeah, that happens a couple times. But it's in Japan, it's a whole different environment. They're also the ones that have electrified barbed wire. Jesus Christ, STO in the center of the ring from 13 on Bagwell. And Pranav grabs a crutch. Maybe that's for later. But yeah, in Japan they had the barbed wire, electrified barbed wire cage match. Shit. Big shot there on Eddie on 13. And oh God, right in the corner, eats that German suplex. And Corey grabs that fake version of his belt, and Pranav's running away as Eddie grabs a trash can. 13's got a soda, and then dumps it on alcohol abuse on Eddie. Pranav eats that toy belt to the face. And 13 grabs a kendo stick, and Eddie says no chance there. And goes for that single leg DDT. And Pranav just swinging for the fences and nobody's home. Now Eddie's got that kendo stick and just wears it out on 13's face. Pranav finally got the best of Corey eating that title belt. Another shot right to the neck and back of Corey. And 13's just eating kendo shots from Eddie. And Pranav showing off and eats a belt. Beautiful quick German there. Ooh, chop block right out in front of us here right now. Eddie's got 13's arm, throws him in the ring, and Corey and them fighting out front in front of us. Eddie drops an elbow drop. And Pranav has no idea where he's at, and Eddie and 13 lock up in the center. And Pranav's just bouncing off barricades from pillar to post. 13 and Eddie. Oh, Eddie hits the blackout on 13. Here's the cover. 1. 13 kicks out as Pranav brings an El Kabong into the ring. Pranav eats some steps through. And Pranav, 13 almost ate that guitar shot to the face. Pranav stunned. Ed taking it up top. Hits that jumping neck breaker. That front flip neck breaker. And Eddie does a standing moonsault on 13. Pranav went to go grab something, but he's going for the vertebreaker on the outside. Pranav drops a vertebreaker, and 13's in there going to tap out. Pranav's going to try and get in and break it up, and he does. No, 13's able to power out. Corey's dead after that vertebreaker. 13 and Eddie keep battling. Standing switch over there, and Pranav eats a barricade, and 13 wins out over Ed this time around. 13 goes for a wrist lock. Corey goes behind, but hits arm drag, and 13 drops out and grabs a mop. Why a fucking mop? Who knows? Nobody's busted open just yet. And Pranav hits a suplex on Corey, goes for the cover, but reps out of position. Big German on the other opposite side. Pranav goes to the barricade. Eddie goes for the cover. 13 kicks out. Eddie catches him into a belly-to-belly suplex. And beautiful. I'm not even sure what kind of suplex that was. Looked like a T-bone suplex out of Eddie. And Corey looks like he's going to drive. Yes! Corey drives Pranav through the barricade as Eddie slides back in the ring with 13. Does a springboard crossbody. 13 catches him, but Corey's getting back in the ring now. Pranav's taking his time dead. Bagwell going for another springboard attack. Hits a face bust, but goes for movement. Eddie crashes and burns. 13 catches him, throws him into the ring. Pranav's back up and has no idea where the fuck's he at. And Corey hits the Somerset powerbomb. And Corey goes for the cover on the outside, and Pranav kicks out. And Pranav gets thrown back outside the barricade. 13 and Eddie join the melee, and Eddie's going on for announce table. Ah, damn it! 13's breaking our announce table as I'm there and grabs the belt. Eddie grabs Steps. And Steps win over belt, that's for sure. Pranav gets thrown back in the ring. Eddie starts trying to drop Steps on 13's feet. But 13 catches him. And they are exchanging who wants it. Corey's got a kendo stick. And now Eddie brings the Steps in. I don't know why. And Corey Kerr hits the super kick on Pranav. 13's got a soda. Starts a bash fever there. Corey's with the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Corey Kerr knocks out Pranav right out the gate. Just as everybody else is convening on his location to break up that count, our FSCW champion stands tall. Eddie's enjoying. They're both 13. Bagwell and Eddie are just sitting in the ring looking at each other. Pranav's still on the ground. What's going on? And as celebrates, Pranav starts running his mouth. So then 13, Eddie, and Corey are back in the ring. 13 and Eddie are jogging, and then Corey Kerr and Pranav start throwing handles. Oh, they're fighting back. Oh, God, they're just punching the shit out of each other. Corey's focusing on that wound on Pranav's face. And Eddie and 13 are just beating the hell out of each other as well. It's turning into a brawl on the outside here. What's happening now? They're all looking at Pranav. 13 and Eddie take their stuff outside. Or I should say Eddie takes a step outside. 13 and Corey start having words. And they're all going at it in the ring now. And more punches start getting thrown back. Just sitting there, you hear the fans in the back going fight forever over and over again. And Corey and Pranav are still going at it. Pranav just trying to get the best of Corey. Here comes 13. Is he coming in to save it? No, he's going after Pranav. And they're both focusing on their attack on Pranav. And here comes Eddie back. Now will Eddie guard his partner? They all want to go, and then Pranav's getting up in the corner. And they all stalemate, and oh shit. And Pranav sees they all turn his direction, and Pranav's fighting for his life. But he's just outmanned and outgunned. And these three just stomping the shit out of Pranav. pretty much saying, get out of here, this does not concern you. Pranav's on the ground, unconscious and bleeding. That's going to be an interesting setup for next week. With these three are going to have a triple threat match. And there might be a little added bonus to that match. They're talking about themselves. Corey Korath puts his belt on his shoulder, tapping it, saying, "I'm the champ." So, as we switch gears now, I hope everybody's enjoying this first anniversary of the FSCW. And now, again, these three, they want to go at it, and they're thinking, they're setting up their match for next week. They're calling for it. So next week, it's going to be these three in a triple threat match with other things. And it's time, ladies and gentlemen. The cage is being set. And we are going to start our special festivities. The first of 3 Hell in the Cell matches. As the cell gets lowered, we're going to have the Armageddon Invitational. This invitational is open to anybody in the back from any promotion or anybody in the building. And I'm being handed a piece of paper here of the list of names, and very interesting. A lot of these names. A lot of them a couple of them we haven't seen in a while, but. And apparently there's a special guest entering the ring as well. He's being simply named as Mr. Black. Mr. Blackstone, so it'll be interesting to see who that is. But yes, we have Armageddon Hell in a Cell, ladies and gentlemen. Strap yourself in, because these next matches are going to be brutal. One way or the other. I need to refill my drink. And the first person in is Dr. Cox. This should be interesting. Dr. Cox making his in-ring debut. So Dr. Cox is entering the fray. Who else have we got? Our next contestant is Freak Show Sean Woolley? He's here? Oh dear God, this is going to be interesting. The MMWF Heavyweight Champion Freak Show Sean Woolley has made his return to Preflight. Next, we have the fan favorite, William Whiteside. Next up, we have the leader. And the final guest we will find out when we return, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Oh, it's Rico Rain. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.